Good morning and welcome to Nuclear Winter News. My name is Richard Winter and I'll be your host today as we travel to Belgium, Ukraine, and the United States to discuss nuclear interactions between the people and the government. Hello, I'm now in New Jersey where we are inspecting a nuclear reactor. Salem 1, only one of New Jersey's 3 reactors, was shut down for a refueling break on April 15th. Refueling breaks occur every 3 years. During this process, the engineers will give the reactor 1/3 of its uranium capacity to use for the next couple years. Along with refueling, an extremely thorough inspection of the nuclear facility has to happen. The operating staff found that 2% of the baffle bolts in the Salem 1 reactor core had been destroyed due to miscalculations in uranium refueling and extremes of temperature. The role of the bolts is simply to hold the uranium assembly in place when neutrons are flying around and generating mass heat. The staff went to ensure the residents of New Jersey that there is no imminent danger. The staff of the Salem 1 has fixed the bolts and now aims to run the reactor core for another 20 years before the next refuel. Residents in New Jersey are outraged, claiming that as residents of New Jersey, they should have a say in whether the faulty reactor should be in use again. Many consider that they feel unsafe due to their lack of knowledge of nuclear reactors. This event outlines our course concept of power. Power can be defined as an ability to effect change and, rather than being viewed as a unitary or independent force, is as an aspect of relations among people functioning within a social organization. The government's power to facilitate a nuclear reactor despite the will of the people in the surrounding community is a clear demonstration of power that the government has over the people. Hello, I'm here in Ukraine, with the 25th annual Chernobyl anniversary. This week, people gather near Chernobyl to mourn the loss of their loved ones who were victims of the Chernobyl nuclear meltdown 25 years ago. Chernobyl killed 32 people on the spot. Most of these people were factory workers who were unaware of the risks of their jobs. However, thousands of people have died from cancer-related illnesses since then that were directly related to the Chernobyl incident. Here, people are lighting candles and placing them in front of deceased loved ones. These photos were taken in Slavtion, a house built 40 kilometers from Chernobyl, to remember all the employees who died instantly. The Greenpeace activists took this event as an opportunity to express their interests to the public, stating that, quote, "We haven't learned from our mistakes." Despite Chernobyl's detrimental effects, referring to Fukushima, Greenpeace activists reminded Ukraine that we as a species should be striving towards a renewable energy source that can sustain life on Earth instead of constantly relying on nuclear energy and fossil fuels. This reflects upon our course concept of sustainability. Sustainability can be defined as beginning with an idea that development should meet the needs of the present without compromising the ability of future generations to meet their needs. In remembering Chernobyl, Ukraine is mourning over their past and putting forth a better and safer future for generations to come. So I just got off the plane in Belgium and I was given these nuclear iodine tabs. What gives? Belgium is home to 11 million people and 7 functioning reactors. Up until last week, people living 20 kilometers from any nuclear reactor would receive a series of iodine pills from the government to battle radiation. The problem lies in the radioactive buildup in the thyroid gland, located in the neck. Iodine pills help to reduce radiation buildup in the thyroid gland. Now, the government has stepped up their precautions, administering pills to people living 100 kilometers from the nearest reactors, including reactors in bordering countries. After the calculations were done, the Belgian government found that everyone gets iodine pills. The government's decision to distribute iodine pills largely reflects upon our course concept of development. Development can be defined as a sustained increase in the standard of living and well-being of a level of a social organization. Belgium is increasing the standard of living nationwide as they neglect uncertainty and take the health of the people of Belgium into consideration during their nuclear energy production. New Jersey's state government should communicate with the people. The relationship should be transparent, meaning that there is absolutely nothing to hide. If people would be informed, they shouldn't have a reason to worry. Let Chernobyl serve as an example to remind the world that what can go wrong will go wrong. We must not take nuclear energy lightly. We must consider its potential for harmful effects. Iodine tablets are steps in the right direction for radioactive safety in Belgium. It would also be helpful if neighboring countries would also participate in iodine consumption. That's all we have for this week, folks. Thank you so much for viewing.